I hope you enjoyed the last lot of helpful hints. I've now followed my own helpful hints and I've got my tiles all glued and I have a perfect edge all the way around here. So it's going to fit really well back into the frame, the table frame it came from. Each tile has been keystoned, or half keystoned if you like, and I've also rubbed off the sharp edges and the corners. The gluing went really well. I only had to clean up 2 tiles, and what I used, because it was only a little tiny bit, was the wonderful trick of the fabulous Sue Smith glass, where she uses a safety razor just to slice and scrape off any excess silicone. So I've used silicone glue on this one and it's sticking really well. So the next bit is then preparing for the next part, which is the design. So it's back to the lovely brown paper pattern, and I thought because it's going to be koi fish, I would base the flow of the water on the yin and yang shapes. But how do we get the perfect yin and yang shape? I know how wide the band is now, because it's a 30 mil tile plus a 1 centimetre edge, which gives me 4 centimetres. So then it's very easy to grab this and do the big circle. So I've got my border on here on my pattern. The next part is to do a couple of circles to get this lovely yin-yang shape. And yin-yang is all about geometry and simple geometry, so it's important to get those curves right. I have one yin-yang curve that's based on the outside curve and one that's based on the inside curve, which will give me a beautiful flow line all the way through this table. So this is really easy to do. I'll demonstrate on the smaller one. So from here to here, we find the halfway mark, because we've already got our line for when we discovered where the centre of the circle is, and go halfway and draw yourself the circle all the way around, and you can see how I've done that. Then you do the same on the other side, exactly opposite, and of course where your point is, if you do a yin and yang with a centre bit, then that's where that centre bit goes. And then draw another one. Then with your trusty Sharpie, whichever colour you like, you then just trace from this straight line, the outside edge of the circle. Let me come get you a bit closer here. So this outside edge of the circle here, all the way around till it meets this line. So you draw a crescent moon basically, and then you move it along and then draw the crescent moon on the other side, and then trace the edge of your circle, and you can see how that ends up being the perfect inside yin and yang. So when I do my koi fish pattern, I will be aiming for probably the centre of the head being on this spot here, and this will give the whole design perfect balance.